I'ma win any type of way. That's a parlay you can take to them. I'm having that aura, I got that glow. They hate it worse when they know that you know. Walk in the room like I'm covered in gold. I used to suppress it, was about to implode. I used to suppress it, was about to explode. Sore thumb in the room, everywhere that I go. Black sheep for the fam, used to think something was wrong. Took a little time to realize I was chose. Took a little time to realize I was special. Ever since birth, been a cold under pressure. Wanna be great, gotta do a little extra. That's why I grind with obsession. Everything about me irregular, everything about me is pressure. Maximum effort, no box left unchecked on the checklist. No stone left unturned, mash on the gas and etc. Or farming hoe, I'm up in rank. Step in the room, they paved the way. I get treated like a milli tank. Southpaw like I'm really tank. I do things that they really can't.
There you go, talk to it.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. Classic! I'm only gonna do this once.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance, standing at 6'2", 190 pounds.
Oh yeah, let's get it going.
Boy, I'm made different. I work too hard.
Yeah.
From the mud, you ain't slave with me. This is strictly for my homies that was brave with me. You can't come in with me now if you ain't came with me. Skull looking at you side eye if you ain't with me. I seen a couple people try and it ain't in pretty. I only keep the people around that stood on 10 with me. And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it end with me. It can end quickly. And the way I level up, I make them spin differently. I should start a foundation. They be make a wish in me. I got these hoes in the fringe. They can't seem to get to me. Babe, I done mastered discipline. It take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation, cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes. Yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving like the prize. You can't find another me. Let's get focused. Want the fruits of your labor, gotta climb the tree. Yeah, I'm out here planting seeds, cause I got a lot to leave. I be putting in long miles, I ain't gotta stop to breathe. I be putting in long hours, I ain't gotta stop to sleep. Yeah, I put in that time, put in work, I'm a different breed.
Classic! Yo, it's Classic with the classic codes. Let's get it going, man. Welcome to the live stream today. If it's your first time here, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications because we do this all the time, man. Yes.
Classic!
Hey, man, make sure you tap in with the whole family, man. Make sure you tap in with the Raw Society Coalition. Make sure you tap in with myself at the Classic Codes and tap in with the whole gang, man. We all here. Check this out. Yeah, man. So make sure you tap in with those names, man. Take a screenshot. I'll put it up again at the end of the show. But we got a great show today, and we ain't wasting no time, all right? So we're going to slide over to Room 9, right? And they actually did a reaction to the shooting that happened with the ICE agent in Minneapolis. They did a reaction to it. Seemed like they had some diverse responses. I've seen some of it, but not the whole thing. So we will do an authentic reaction today. But we're going to slide over to Room 9 with Anton Daniels and the gang. And we're going to listen to some of their takes on everything that went on out in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And I'll give my takes. I'll chime in. And we just going to go from there, man. We got a lot to talk about today. But this live stream was titled The World You Told Men to Be Vulnerable In, all right? So this is the world y'all told us to be vulnerable in, okay? You know, shed our tears and cry in public and spare our feelings. You know, we're going to talk about the world today and whether or not the man's vulnerability is a good idea. You know what I'm saying? Let's roll, chat. There we go. Let's get it.
Woman in Minneapolis sparking a row between the Trump administration and local officials over who's to blame. The Department of Homeland Security claimed the woman had tried to run over officers with her car and called it an act of terrorism. Minnesota's government, Tim Walz, labeled the claims as propaganda, but President Trump, who's ordered the immigration raids, accused the victim of viciously running over the agent. Here's our North America correspondent, Nada Tawfik, and a warning that her report has images which you may find distressing.
Shame, shame, shame. Minneapolis is the latest U.S. city to erupt after the Trump administration launched what it called the largest immigration enforcement operation ever carried out. Protesters were already on edge as immigration officers flooded residential neighborhoods and business areas. Then on Wednesday, the crackdown turned deadly after an ICE agent shot and killed a 37-year-old woman. The incident was filmed by those on the scene. Here, ICE officers aggressively approach a maroon SUV blocking the residential street, ordering the woman inside to get out of her vehicle before trying to open the door. She tries to drive away, but another agent opens fire. 3 shots are heard, and the vehicle loses control and crashes. Witnesses react in shock and anger.
Dude, you shot her! I'm trying to help! No!
You know, they pulled the person out onto the snow. There was some difficulty getting the ambulance through due to the number of ICE vehicles. They took the person away and started pushing people off the sidewalks.
The Homeland Security Secretary, an enthusiastic enforcer of the president's immigration raids, accused the woman of an act of domestic terrorism.
What happened, it was our ICE officers were out in enforcement action. They got stuck in the snow because of the adverse weather that is in Minneapolis. They were attempting to push out their vehicle, and a woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them over and ram them with her vehicle.
Woman killed by.
Before they get into it, everything I'm going to say and everything that will be discussed here on the live stream today is all alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment. Yes, Lord. Let's see what the panel talking about. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Uncle Plug TV. Shout out to Big Sco in the chat. Shout out to everybody that's here for the first time. Hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications because we do this all the time. We're about to have some real conversation. Let's see what this go, chat.
ICE agent in Minneapolis. I'm sure, has everybody been following this? I'm sure everybody has at least heard of this story. I'm very curious to hear you all's thoughts on this. So we could just, jump in, whoever wants to go. What are your thoughts on this one?
I think it's unfortunate. It's great that we have the ability and the right to protest in this country, but I think that looks different than what she was doing. I think protesting is standing off to the side, out of the way, but you have to understand that in those situations, you are an agitator and you will be seen as such and you will be handled as such. I honestly don't feel like she tried to run him over on purpose. I know from my vantage point, I didn't even see the guy in the front, the one who actually shot her, because I was concentrating on the guy who was trying to open the door, which I wouldn't be surprised if that's what she was doing, and then pulls off and there's this guy in front of her. But again, you're an agitator in this situation. Why are you parked right there in the first place? Like, why aren't you peacefully protesting somewhere?
She's not peacefully protesting because she wasn't peacefully protesting. Literally, that woman was the ringleader of the protest that they had going on. So she was the person that would drive ahead and block traffic so that ICE couldn't get anywhere. You can hear the little whistles that the liberals like to have, right?
All right, so for those of y'all that are not familiar with Room 9, the person that's speaking right now is the light-skinned sister up at the top in the center. Her name's Mika. She has her own channel as well. Shout out to Mika. Mika actually lives in DC. Right. And she does a lot of like research-based information on her channel. So if you're looking for like news and updates and something that's rooted a little bit more in truth and some ground level reporting, the information that they probably or may not give you on your local news, right? To control, chaos or whatever, or to drive it, all alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment. But Mika is a great person to follow for that. So make sure y'all tap in with Mika, spelled Micca. Yeah, tap in with her YouTube channel as well. But the information she's saying, she's a fairly credible source, chat, just to let y'all know. Let's go.
You can hear that in the video and everything. And then the witness that was on her side even said that that's what she was doing. She was doing, this is her words, verbatim, her job. She accomplished her goal by stopping ICE from going where they had to go. So by doing all of that, that's why they were approaching her in the first place, because I hear a lot of people saying, well, why were they, approaching her, and why were all the ICE agents and police, going up to her car? Because she was doing something illegal. Any one of us do that just on a regular day, you're going to get approached by police, okay? Multiple. And so why does she think she can block a whole street? I don't know. However, that's why they were there. But the second thing is that the officer that shot, he had already probably like in June had been in an altercation already where he got dragged. Okay, so this is, you have to play into the state of mind of people. Right?
So the officer that actually let go of the blick, he was in a situation prior to this where he was dragged down the road by a vehicle. So he not playing about people playing in their cars with him. So he got that PTSD trigger on him, chat. Let's continue to listen to this. This is interesting.
Why somebody would do that. And then you got to think the other officer, he had his hand in the car. So let's say the officer that shot her wasn't even there. You're pulling off while an officer is on your door. So she's in the street, got an officer on your door, you got an officer in front of you, whether you saw him or not. You know, it's just a whole bunch of things that she did absolutely wrong before you even get to the officers. And everybody always just wants to point at the officers. But then when you even get to that, you have a whole case law on whether or not this officer felt that he was in danger and did he make a reasonable judgment. If you go to the other, videos that are out, yeah, that officer made a reasonable judgment. Absolutely. And she actually did hit him.
Hey, if everything she's saying, that the vehicle actually made contact with the officer. You know what I'm saying? The vehicle actually made contact with the officer. You got an officer hanging on the door. You got an officer in front of the car. She bagging up to go forward. You done gave them quite a few reasons to say that they fear for their lives. You know what I'm saying? And a vehicle is definitely a weapon that you could use in court to say you fear for your life when a vehicle is afoot. So yeah, it's definitely something going on. Let me tap in with the chat real quick. Shout out to Lisa in the chat 333. Shout out to Safari Rooster. Welcome to the chat. Is she still alive? Nah, she gone. Safari Rooster, did they kidnap her? Nah, she I think you missed the story at the beginning, but the ICE agent actually unalived her in self-defense. Uncle Plug TV, everything alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment. Uncle Plug TV said no, they killed her. Yeah, see, yeah, there you go. OSRS, pray, bruh. Skippy said, love seeing black women being so based. Yeah, Mika know her shit. Road Rage, nah, this was I guess you would say what is it called? Impeding law enforcement. Skippy, right-wing black woman who knew they existed. They exist. There's a lot of them. Uncle Plug TV. No, she was blocking traffic and got shot. Yeah. She can't be living like that. Obviously, yeah. Safari trying to get up to date. Hey, the irony of MAGA morons talking law and order when they blindly support and convicted felon and sexual assailant is completely lost on them. We're not even talking about Trump. Exactly. Yeah. Just a man. Trump may come up. If he come up, we'll start talking about him. But for the people that's just jumping in here to just bring Trump up, y'all got to stop obsessing over that man. It's weird as fuck. Safari Rooster said 333. Uncle Plug TV said for sure, welcome. Safari said thank you. Miles Bachelor said she gave him a reason, unfortunately. 333. She gave him a few reasons. Going outside to go play with ice, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about in the snow. You know what I'm saying, chat? Bad idea. Off the rip, no matter who you are. And then sometimes people use they female privilege or they white privilege or they white female privilege and feel like, well, what's the worst that could happen to me? I get a slap on the wrist. Like, nah, shit, you ain't make it home. That's the worst that could happen. So, you can't be playing the wrong type of games. Let's see what the rest of the panel got to say, though. Let's go.
Yeah. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Type shit.
I mean, I agree. It's unfortunate for her children that their mama had to go out there and be a superhero and now they don't have a mom. I mean, maybe she was scared because he did run up to the door super aggressive trying to snatch it open. But again, I didn't see what happened before that. But when you put yourself in those positions with law enforcement, like, what do you expect to happen? I just feel sad for the kids. I mean, I hate to say she got what she was asking for, but unfortunately she did.
Shit. Look,
Quentin,
it's quiet
you look
as hell.
like you.
Look, quiet as hell. They don't know what to say. Shit, it seemed pretty cut and dry here, folks. Like, I know we want to call this some type of wild ass injustice and all that, but put yourself in both people's shoes. Put yourself in everybody's shoes. Be the officer hanging off the door. Understand the officer protocol or military protocol. This ICE. This ain't regular local police. This ain't this ain't Minneapolis PD. You know what I'm saying? These federal agents. So put yourself in the officer's shoes and she made contact with him. She hit him with the car. She hit him. And you just got drugged down the road a little bit ago by a car. Yeah, you're gonna let off, G. I'm just keeping it a stack. I'm being completely objective. You're gonna let off. you know, we want to paint this as an injustice, you know what I'm saying? But this was somebody acting a damn fool. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. And I get why. We ain't going to say it wasn't for the greater good. We ain't going to say her intentions wasn't pure. We're not going to say she wasn't trying to protect somebody from being, you know what I'm saying, deported. We're not going to say that. You know, I'm not going to measure her intentions, because whether y'all are for, against, or indifferent about deportation and what ICE is doing, that's not what the conversation is about. This conversation is about a woman's conduct with federal law enforcement that led to her untimely demise. You feel me? Her conduct, it was the type of conduct that can get you hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. Objectively speaking, though, like, you can't, bro, you driving a car towards a federal agent, and they already 38 hot too. When they got out the car, get out of the car now, because she had been impeding their progress for a little minute. Mika just said she was doing her job successfully. Her job was to slow them down, block traffic, not let them through, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So she buying people time to get away, because ICE in the neighborhood, all type of shit going on. So, you know, she had already been a nuisance to that point. Their irritation level was heightened. Does that give them a reason to, you know, open fire? No, but they didn't hop out their truck and open fire. They hopped out their truck and tried to apprehend her. She did not cooperate. And not only did she not cooperate, she exercised her lack of cooperation in the worst way, which is perceivably using your vehicle as a weapon. Whether that's your intention or not, perceivably using your vehicle as a weapon. Gee, they got every right. And listen, I'm gonna tell you one further. You don't have to be a federal agent. If you, as a licensed firearm carrier in in most states, and again, everything alleged for content creation purposes, I am not a lawyer, but in most states, if you a concealed carry holder, or if you live in an open carry state, somebody driving a whip straight at you trying to hit you with their car, and you open up on their whip to, you know what I'm saying, save your own life, you're gonna win, G. And 9 times out of 10 in court, you're not going down for that. So even civilians could have protected themselves in the same way in this particular case. Let's continue.
Are pondering something?
No.
No.
I think she got what she deserved.
Damn.
Deserved.
She probably should have stayed at the crib, and now I'm protesting with the people. And it makes me think of like the January 6th. Why is it the women always out forward getting killed, doing dumb stuff? The men aren't doing it. Maybe she should have been at the house. She probably deserved what she got.
Damn, Q. Shit.
Next,
like,
what do
you have to realize, like, cops have like milliseconds to decide like what the fuck you doing.
Now, context, the guy that's talking right now, his father is law enforcement. All right. So I'm just informing you of everybody's knowledge level, biases, etc. So the person that's talking right now on the panel, his father is the police. So let's listen to his POV.
You should probably like chill out, do what you're supposed to. Because who knows what that woman could have, if she drove off, what could have happened down the line. She could have hit somebody, she could have hit another protester or a cop. So being a cop is tough. And you have to react and make a decision like that before the people get killed, including yourself. So fuck around and find out, I guess.
I agree. And I think if it was a black man in the car, it would be different. It would be.
See, why we even just inject a black man into this? Man, listen, bro. Black folks love being victims.
Classic.
This shit don't even got nothing to do with us. On God, this shit don't even have nothing to do with us. Insert black man. And if it was a black man, why? This don't have nothing to do with us. It's a woman, non-black officer, non-black everything. They in a non-black neighborhood. Them houses big as hell over there where she got smoked at. Like, what we talking about, chat? And just here come somebody. Let's cue the fucking violins, boy. I love being black, but sometimes, like, the mind state of the majority of black folks, it just be like out of alignment with me, bro. Like, why we just insert black man? For what, fam? Oh, if it was a black man in the car, why? What are we doing? Why make this left turn? Why make this left turn when our destination is straight? We on topic. You feel me? It's crazy. Uncle Plug said, what up, Big Scope? Let me see. Safari said, yeah, laughing my ass off. He said, go outside to play with ice. Yeah, who goes outside to play on the ice? Normally ends with an injury. Howard Clegg, she should have been home raising her kids. Hey, listen, if she was at home raising her kids, she'd still be here to raise them. You know what I'm saying? That's for shit show. I can't tell you wrong. Safari said, She did though. Even I know not to be that dumb. Yeah. And Safari said exactly. Yeah, you can't. Civilian could have protected themselves that way, and they would have been straight in most instances. I would have never got in front of her vehicle. The road is for vehicles. Devil face. I feel you though. I feel you, but as a law enforcement officer, they were there to apprehend her. So they told her, they gave her an order. They pulled up on her, told her to stop and get out of her vehicle. At that point, she is supposed to be in compliance because she's already breaking the law, and the law enforcement are coming to apprehend you for breaking the law, right? You didn't abide. A police officer, when they tell you to stop and get out your car, officers should be able to walk in a full circle around your whip, devil face. They should be able to walk a 360 around your car without worrying about you hitting them, because you're supposed to be in park, fam. You've been ordered. And yes, you are under arrest. So yes, you're being told this is not optional. Get out your whip. So if that's the order and you don't comply with the order, but not only do you not comply with the order, you have an officer attached to your vehicle and you drive in your vehicle. I don't care which direction you moving it in. If that officer say, I feared for my life because I was attached to the vehicle and I thought she was going to drag me up the road and potentially kill me, that court case going to be 15 minutes. Classic. He walking scot-free. You understand me? So I mean, I hear you, devil face, but I can't get what you. I mean, I feel you trying to introduce another nuance to it. I feel that, but nah, she was dead wrong. And now she dead and gone. Rest in peace to that person. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you what, I commend her though, because she died about what she was standing for. A lot of y'all don't got the heart to do that. She went outside and died about some shit. A lot of y'all wouldn't do that. A lot of y'all don't believe in nothing strong enough to go outside and potentially die for it. She probably didn't even think she was going to die, but she did. She died for her cause. A lot of y'all would not die for y'all cause, and that's a fact. I ain't necessarily talking to the chat. I'm just saying people going to watch this going forward for many, many years. A lot of y'all not living for nothing that y'all will die about. So, you know, she definitely got more heart than a lot of motherfuckers for sure. We ain't just going to sit here and, you know, talk about how crazy she was. She definitely has some heart. Keith Williams said, and if you want a reference, look at the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals officer-involved traffic stop, SCOTUS, modifications and additions by Brett Kavan. This was a shot well done under pressure. I'll say so. Thank you for the reference point, Keith. I appreciate your education in the chat. Welcome, Keith, to the chat, everybody. 333 for Keith. Yup. Uncle Plug said, what's up to everybody? Devil Face, I feel you. Keith 333. Everyone hit that like button for sure. Howard Clegg said she played with fire and got burnt. That's a fact. Passport Skull said, what's up, let's see. No lies told. Welcome to the chat. 333. Not deserved though. Tell me more. She said not deserved though. So we have one person that said it's not deserved. I don't know what the alternative is in that situation though. As much as I wish there was a situation where she could have got out of that alive, you know what I'm saying? I don't think she really gave them a choice. Because for me, first off, you got an officer attached to your whip, and you hit the officer that got in front of your whip after being told to stop and get out your car. So like at that point, your car is more lethal than a bullet. So if they want to use bullets to stop you from using your car, I'm telling you, that court case, that shit, yeah, that's open shut. Safari said, if it's wrong, then no killings once over can happen, but dumb shit is dumb shit. Yeah. I mean, okay, y'all, based on the footage we saw, what was the alternative? Y'all tell me how the federal agents should have handled that. Somebody give me the alternative. Eugene said, careful. Some states you are not allowed to shoot at a moving vehicle. That's why I said I'm not a lawyer, and I said most states. Yeah, I left room, and I said allegedly for content creation. I appreciate you, Eugene, but I covered all my disclaimer basis. Yeah, I ain't gonna get flagged. The excuse that will be used is they was protecting someone else's life. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I'm factoring in all things. So I'm saying you had an officer attached to the vehicle, and you move in the vehicle. On top of that, you got an officer in front of the vehicle, and you drove the vehicle towards that officer and made contact with the officer. So I don't know which state out of the 50 states the officer would have been in trouble, Eugene, in this particular case. But I appreciate you coming in with the protection though, in case, because some people do talk about this stuff without doing disclaimers, and they do get their channels in trouble. But YouTube, just so y'all know, I don't know nothing I'm talking about. So yeah, don't flag me. That's the truth. Yep. Mark, nah, bro. Joseph said L Ice. I don't know what that means. Mark said, y'all talking reckless right now. Hey, speak your piece, brother. We here for all perspectives. Go ahead. Mark, welcome. 333 Passport Skull said, the thing is, they're not cops, they're trained goons. I mean, they're federal agents. Y'all, man, okay. We're gonna have a conversation in a second. Trust me, we done with responding to this, but we are gonna branch off and have a conversation about what the stream is about today, which is this is the world y'all telling men to be vulnerable in. Safari said, we'll be right back. You keep it real. Had to sub. Appreciate you. Mark said, it was out of line. Tell me the alternative, Mark. Glenn said, because these people want to make money off that white liberal privilege. Honestly, I think the them blowing this up. ICE been violating people every day since they touched down, allegedly for content creation purposes and entertainment. So they just blowing this up to distract y'all from something else. But if you know, you know. Passport Skull said right. Don't put no what ifs on it. Yeah. Y'all tell me the alternative. Racial tension have nothing at all to do with the fact dude was wrong. Yeah, I don't know why they just tried to bring up black man. Uncle Plug TV said, welcome to the classic codes. Appreciate you, Unc. Chadwick said she was being detained. Yeah, she was being detained and she did not comply. And she used her vehicle as a weapon against 2 officers. I'm telling you, I think they're gonna walk in all 50 states. They wasn't law enforcement. They were ICE, not law enforcement. Right. ICE, they're agents of the law. ICE is law enforcement. Yeah, that's where I'm from. All of the motherfuckers is considered the police. Uncle Plug TV said, welcome 333. Peace Buddha. What's going on? Finally, someone live streaming on here that gets the law. Good on you, man. For sure. Appreciate you. Peace Buddha. Appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe. We do this all the time. Eugene said, as a retired NYS officer, family, you can't argue in the streets, only court for right or wrong. I feel that, and that's totally true. Appreciate your perspective on this too. Make sure you tap in, man. We could use your knowledge and wisdom in further discussions for sure. Mark said, no, fam, they are not law enforcement. They are immigration enforcement. Who they work for, Mark? Do they work for the government in any capacity? Any government at all? Do they work for a government aid? Are they currently, even if they're contracted, are they under contract with the government? Because if that's the case, they are enforcing the law, Mark. What we arguing, G? This semantics, gang. He said, not the same. Come on, man. I can't play with you, Mark. Come on, man. P said, ICE is federal. They have the authority to detain people getting in their way. That's a fact. Come on, peace. And we got some educated folk in here talking today. Welcome to the chat 333. Chadwick said, ICE is federal law enforcement under the DHS. Read something, Mark. Hey, they gonna get you straightened out, Mark. I thought it was common sense, though. I ain't gonna hold you, G. Even if you under contract with the law and you enforcing the law, let's say I go under contract to write tickets at parking meters for the state. I'm law enforcement. I'm enforcing the law of the state under contract. I'm working for 12. That's what it is.
Classic.
No, where I'm from, we call the whole government the police. Everybody, the whole government is the police. You a senator, you the police. You a Congress, you the police. You the mayor, you the police. Where I'm from, everybody work. You work at the post office, your ass the police. Oh God, where I'm from. Dude got mad because she wasn't. Yeah. Mark said the whole idea that this was acceptable, it was not. Tell me the alternative, Mark. I'm waiting on you, dog. We got a troll in the chat. Wrench, go on, get him out of there. Hey, matter of fact, don't even let him out. Let him troll for a little bit. I like the views. Give me the views. Give me the money. As long as they don't get reckless. You got 2 more strikes, gang. And my trained shooter's gonna go ahead and get you up out the chat, man. My wrenches is like snipers on the roof, G. We gonna get him gone. All metaphorical for content creation purposes and entertainment, of course. Danny Turner said, obey the law. Thank you, sir. Absolutely. Mark said, not an officer. All right, okay. Keith Williams said, if you want a reference, go to the 5th Circuit Court of Appeals, officer involved traffic stop. He reposted it too. And her wife was trying to get in. Her wife was definitely trying to get in the whip. She was finna hurt everybody. Lisa said, no, I was responding to Q Diddy. Oh, okay. I got you. Tenfold. Uncle Plug said, chat 333. Question, can you see the situation both ways? Personally, nah. Police officer hanging on my door. The last thing I'm doing is putting my foot on the pedal to go in any direction. Not gonna hold you. Not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna say what else I might try as an alternative to that with an officer on my door, but I'm not driving with an officer on my door. I can't see it both ways. I think that I think shit got out of hand in a way that she didn't see it getting out of hand for herself. And I'm gonna be real with you. I think she was moving with privilege. I don't think that woman thought that it could happen to her. It's a lot of people that live life, and that's really, thank you for the segue, Uncle Plug, because that's what the live stream is about. This live stream is called "The World You Told Men to Be Vulnerable In." It's too many people in this world, because we live in this first world ass country, that then got comfortable and forgot what it really is outside. And so you got a lot of people walking around every day like it can't happen. It can't be them. Heads down in their phone, all in public. You know what I'm saying? Not being aware of their surrounding. Can't describe the last 5 people they walked past. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of that. This the world y'all told us to be vulnerable in. I got a couple more things to cover today too. But this the world y'all told us to be vulnerable in. Tell our feelings, open up, cry in public and shit. Look what's going on outside now. This shit not sweet. It's not sweet, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, all that kumbaya, like, I get it. It's not a real thing. Mark said, I was wrong, period. Let her drive away. It was wrong, period. Let her drive away. No. She's not letting them drive. We letting you drive away. You not letting us drive everywhere. We gonna let you drive away to get ahead of us, to block us again. No, G, you going to jail. What you, Mark, I ain't with you, gang. I can't hold you, G. I can't hold you. I'm not with you, bro. And I'm not even the police. I'm not with them. I don't really, you know, I don't deal with law enforcement, but bro, you in the way. Like, you playing and you lost. Chadwick said, when an officer positioned in front of the stopped car as the driver was instructed to step out, a reasonable observer would infer that she was ready to put others in harm's way to evade. It's a fact. She had somebody trying to get, she had a passenger, her girl was trying to get in the whip with her. It's crazy. Obey the law. Keeping it simple. Dude could have let her drive away. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. That wasn't their job though. Danny Turner, welcome. Dirtbike said, she is held with them devil where she belong. Federal agents will never be charged. Damn. Okay. Well, you know, didn't expect that, but you know.
Sometimes you just gotta crash on that.
All right. Well, there it is. Welcome, Dirtbike Juice. Welcome. Let's see. Ice had adjusted. Y'all going crazy in the chat. It's definitely a distraction, all for sure. They're distracting y'all from something. That's why they blew it up. Because like I said, Ice been out here getting into it with people every day since they touched down. So the fact that they just wanted y'all to pay attention to this, let's make this viral. Ice was violating others' rights. They not officers. I mean, shit, regular police violate people's rights, allegedly for content creation purposes and entertainment. Dirtbike Juice said ICE is federal law enforcement losers. Yeah, that's what I said. They feds. Chad said, now your goalpost shifting at Mark. Yeah. Danny Turner, ICE has arrest powers. Mark, this was not an immigration enforcement issue. I have worked for a government agency. All right. The losers are dumb. Son, Uncle Plug said, Dirtbike, to whom are you referring to, sir? I don't know who he talk about. He got a profile picture though, so it looked like it might be a real person. Not true. Your jurisdiction or responsibility is based on your mandate and your rules. I don't think you get it, Mark. You said you work for the government, right? So you should have an understanding of what this really is. I mean, you trying to make me say some shit that's gonna get my channel in trouble, man. Listen, Mark. Okay, let's take it from this angle with brother Mark here, chat. Who is the biggest gang in the country? Where I'm from, we call them 12. The police. And like I just told you, where I'm from, everybody work for the government is the police. Everybody. Where I'm from. I don't know where y'all from. Don't matter to me. Welcome everybody from all over the world. We be having all type of people up in here. Where I'm from, if you work for the government, you the police. Okay? The biggest gang in the country, allegedly, for content creation purposes and entertainment, of course. So when you keep talking about Mark in the chat, keep talking about, oh, they couldn't have done that, they shouldn't have done that. Would you? Okay, you would expect it from the Crips and Bloods, but you don't expect it from ICE. Do you understand that that gang is bigger than the Crips and Bloods? I don't think. See, I gotta talk to y'all. We gotta talk plain. That's a gang, bro. They was gang banging. The difference is they got judges on their side. The difference is the blue wall of silence on their side. The difference is maybe the president or whoever else on their side. The difference is you can't drive your car at people with blicks on them. Come on, Mark. What we really talking about, bro? Come on, Mark G. Don't make me crash out. You keep talking about the law. The law ain't nothing but words written on paper. It's real life happening outside. That shit is words written on paper. We outside. Passport Skull said facts. Chadwick said at Mark, yes, it was. Yes, it was. She was interfering with the federal investigation, which she was being detained for. You're acting like this was a traffic stop. Yeah, he tweaking. I think he's doing it on purpose though. He might be trolling us. It's gonna work though, because I'm getting irritated. Like, what you talking about? It's just common sense. Anyone that don't understand ICE is federal law enforcement. Right. There go your answer. He said understood. She should have been at home taking care of them damn kids. Yeah. Taking care of them kids. There we go. Schoolhouse Rock. There are levels of government enforcement. But again, if you believe you are right, get arrested and fight in court. Live for that check if you're right. Yeah. Eugene, there you go. Eugene, essentially what you're saying is she should have complied. If she wasn't doing nothing wrong, ultimately she should have complied, kept her life, and lived to fight another day. I'm with you, Eugene. Eugene real sensible with it. Appreciate you. Dirt Bike said, I show my face, son. I'm not on the internet to troll nobody. My face is shown. I appreciate you, man. There's a lot of trolls out here. She was also a shitty mom. Hey, I don't know what type of mama she was. She ain't my mama. Mark said, this is true about privileged class part. Yeah, I mean, you Decaf said you right. Dirt Bike said that's honorable, but that doesn't condone what happened. Man, listen, bro. Okay, do you condone lions hunting zebras? Ain't the zebras innocent? Like, what we talking about, Mark? You talking about morals and principles and what you feel and your emotions? Like, that's not how it work outside, bro. This the wild. Y'all don't get it. Like, they wrote some laws on some paper. You know what I'm saying? They gave y'all some indoctrinated principles, and then they expected everybody to go outside and act accordingly. It's still some people out here living by the laws of nature, and that's do what you got to do. If I'm in front of a car and the car driving at me and I feel like I'm in a situation where I can't get out the way quick enough and that thing on me, gee, I'm going to stop that car. I don't know what you're talking about, Mark. All alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment. Like, what we talking about? They should have just let her go. No. Like, no. No, fam. She was, hey, listen, she played with her life. And unfortunately, she rolled a 7, folks. ICE is rounding up criminals no matter how hard they're trying to protect them. Yeah. DEFCON, what's with these white liberals thinking they can do what they want with no repercussions? Hey, man, fuck around and find out. Ha. Come on, man. Come on, Mark. You know, you come on, man. You trolling. She chose to flee. Yeah, it ain't work out. Men should not cry if it's not at someone you're close to funeral. I'm on. Hey, Sco, I'm with you on that. Another day being woke. Yeah, you got to live. That turn left quick. Yep. Distracted problem for Minneapolis fraud. Yeah, it's a lot going on. It's a distraction for sure. Y'all got to pay attention. DEFCON, you can speak more on that if you want to. Uncle Plug said, thank you, chat, for all the comments and the engagements. Yes, we appreciate it. Make sure everybody hit the subscribe and like button. For Tanja in the Philippines. Appreciate you in the Philippines. What up? I ain't go to that part of the Philippines last time I was out there. I'm going to have to tap in. What y'all doing out there? What's going on? Joe Jet 333. Ozzy, yeah, they are distracting the sheeple from the billions of dollars that Somalia stole from America taxpayers with the help of Walls and Omar. Dirt Bike. Is this you got that backed up by something? This all alleged for, I'm just reading the comments, YouTube. This all alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment. Federal law enforcement, federal government. Let me see. Joe Jet said federal police, government, alphabet boys. Yep, we call them all of them the police to me. DEFCON said welcome. The mail lady, the police to me. You work for the government. Defcon said, thank you. Y'all hit the like button. Ozzy said she was being paid to protest from the gang. Hey, look, they lost a soldier. Defcon said you can't be a dumbass. Yeah, essentially. Nah, I said so you don't have to. The DC office has an agenda they told you about, and they are carrying it out. They either follow their orders or take that heat. Appreciate you, Eugene. I'm just reading the comments. Yep, appreciate you. Passport Sco said, damn sure can't drive your car at anyone with that thing on them. Oh, God, we gonna stop that car. Eugene said, streets are a code and law is in court. Yep. Joe Jet said, and nature is the ruler of all. Joe Jet said, Commander-in-Chief, a.k.a. Big OG Trump. Great point. Hey, let's see. Mark said, wrote it plain so y'all see it exactly where I'm coming from. I feel you. Let's see. Hey, Joe, Sco, Lisa, what up? Conversations with South Rain. Mark, this is not lions and zebras. This humans. We are not animals. Conversation for a different day. Subscribe. Let's talk about that. I disagree. Mark forgot this world will bite your ass. Yeah. They built tall buildings, cut down the trees, and y'all really thought like this stopped being nature. It's still nature. Survival of the fittest. We are animals. Yes, I was just gonna say this conversation could go left real quick on that one. Fuck is you talking about? What up, yay? He said, no, y'all can't base your humanity on the affiliations with the victim. That's not what's going on. I don't know where you think we at. And this, my friends, this is why this video is called The World Told Me. This is the world that y'all told men to be vulnerable in. Listen to Mark. It shouldn't have happened that way. They should have let her go. They could have done something, man. What is you talking about? Ain't no Hakuna Matata, ain't no Kumbaya, ain't none of that. This the real world, this earth. If somebody driving a whip at you, I don't care if they going 10 miles per hour, and you got your homie hanging off the door, your colleague hanging off the door, and another civilian on the other door, regardless of if that's her old lady or not, that's another civilian in harm's way, and this person is directly disobeying federal law enforcement orders and trying to drive forward, bro. A taser won't work in that situation. Pepper spray won't work in that situation. What works in that situation? Bro, they not all 50s. This could have happened in any of the 50 states, bro. Them agents weren't going to jail for this one. I'm sorry. I got to be objective. I like the style of commentary. Appreciate it. Chadwick, they just referred to Tim Walsh for criminal investigation, I believe. Mark said, we will never agree, but I really like your channel. I appreciate it, Mark. We not here to agree. We here to just talk about and share our perspectives, bro. We here to agree and disagree amicably, have a little bit of humor, maybe let it get intense every once in a while, but hey, it's good conversation. We appreciate it. We here to essentially at the end of the day, we trying to crack these codes, man.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, man, shout out to all y'all getting acquainted in the chat. I'm gonna have to move forward though. Y'all going crazy. I appreciate it though. Ye said, thanks for tuning in. I think y'all being callous. Nah, man, it's a cold world. Mark, the world is callous. That's what I'm trying to tell him. Eugene, you from my tribe, Eugene. You from my tribe, bro. We from the same tribe. We used to speak the same. You feel me? Our ancestors about 200, about 300, 400, about 1,000 years ago, our ancestors used to talk to each other with a, we from the same tribe, gang. For sure. Yeah. Though, Mark, the world is callous, brother. What is you talking about, my boy? Let's move, man. Let's move. All right, we sliding back over. We going to Anton Daniels, man. Like I said, this the world y'all told us men to be vulnerable in. We going to listen to another video, man. People in this world are sick. Check this out. Wait till y'all see what was found. Yeah. Nah, y'all told us to cry in public and all that other shit. Let's talk about the world we living in. Why y'all want us to be extra, tapped in with our divine feminine as well. Let's go.
Was hanging from his ceilings and he had more than 100. Tell me if y'all heard about this one. The dude in Philadelphia that had corpses hanging from his ceilings and he had more than 100 remains. Have y'all heard about this one?
We have new details in that gruesome case where a man was arrested and charged with burglarizing graves and storing remains in his home and storage unit. Chris O'Connell, you've been following this story since it broke. What are police saying? Oh, Jason, police think that Jonathan Gerlach was selling at least some of those human remains online. Investigators say he had collected a trove of human skulls, skeletons, and bones, including full corpses hanging from his basement ceiling.
I never thought I would see this in my life. It was an experience that you really don't want to relive.
The Yeadon police chief says he's seen a lot in his career, but nothing like what he saw when he walked into the home of accused grave robber.
This is why when I see people with the septum nose rings and I see them with the neck tattoos, I'm going to keep it 100 with you, bro. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Before we even get into him, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. When I see people that do weird shit with the way that they look like, I think something is off.
Classic.
Something in there is off. It's something about them, in my opinion, that is off. When I see people that do super weird shit all the time, I just think it's something going on in the background. It's something in their life. It's something happening.
Classic.
Going on. Weird.
I'm the same way. I'm sorry, y'all. I know y'all be saying what sound good out loud. Hey, don't judge a book by its cover. You know, I know y'all like to say what sound good out loud. Don't judge a book by its cover. You never know what's on the inside. All that. No. I judge. I told y'all, I judge people who don't try. And I'm definitely going to give you a physical once over when I see you because I need to know how to behave. No. I'm judging all the weird shit. Oh, okay. You black, you from the inner city of Chicago, but some way, somehow, you ended up with this nose ring right here, the two big ass gauges in your ears, this damn big. You got a damn throat tattoo with some shit looking like your throat zipping open and shit like that. You telling me don't judge that book by its cover? Nah, hell no, I'm judging for
Classic.
Sure. Like what we talking about? If I see a female, you know what I'm saying? Instead of getting a lavender lace front or one of them wigs y'all be wearing, she just dye her shit lavender. I'm judging, folks. Something going on.
Classic.
Hey, y'all can say what sound good out loud. I'm not trying to seek nobody's acceptance or approval. I'm just keeping it a stack. I'm with Anton on this. I see people looking weird and shit. I assume they weird and shit.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Straight up.
Weird people do weird shit. And don't just tell me, oh no, you know, it's just because, you know, this or that or whatever, so on and so forth. Nope. Nigga got over 100 bodies. 100 bodies. Over 100 bodies out of a grave site. And he probably was having sex with him. He probably was having sex with him. He was probably doing all kind of shit. Laying with him. How can you have... Bro, do you know how? Who thinks to go into a...
Look at him, too. Look at him. No, chat. Y'all said don't judge. Don't judge. If this was ever... If there was a such thing as fitting the description, he don't fit the description. Don't judge. He don't fit the description. He don't look like he'll snatch you into a car. All alleged for content creation purposes, entertainment. Huh? He don't look like he'd do something to you and get a peaceful night's rest. Come on, chat. Stop playing with me, man. Don't judge a book by it, man. I'm crossing the street. I see this white boy. And not because I'm scared of him, just because he look like he going to make me have to do something to him. And I came out to get back home. You feel
Classic.
me? Yeah. Let me, yeah, don't judge a book. No, I'm judging, folk. yeah, I got to. Yeah, that's an assessment. Profile. I was told once by a police officer that used to work out of the job I used to work out. I used to work at the gym when I was in college, right? And he told me once, he said, I asked him because I used to get pulled over a lot when I was young. And he was like, I was like, why y'all always pull me over? I don't never get a ticket. Y'all just be pulling me over. He's like, you probably getting profiled. What you drive? I told him what I was driving at the time. He's like, oh yeah, we're going to keep pulling you over. I was like, what the hell? And he was like, yeah, we profile because it works. I said, what? He's like, yeah, 85% of the time we right. You part of the 15% that we wrong about. So we're going to keep pulling you over and checking it out because the odds are that we're going to be right more times than we wrong. I said, well, damn.
Classic.
Hey, even if it's the police, goddamn, a good point is a good point. Soft Rain said, oh, my God. Yeah. Joe Jett said he had human Philly steaks. Boy, you's a fool, Joe. What up? Conversation with Soft Rain said, ain't no way. And you got to think about the people that doing this that's not getting caught. That's what I'm trying to talk to y'all about. No, Rain. Y'all told us that there was a safe place and we could come cry right here and shit. No, man. Hey, fellas, what my dog David Goggins say? Stay hard. You feel me? This world ain't, this ain't, I don't know where y'all think y'all at. It is some wild. Y'all realize they closed up the mental institutions for real, for the most part? All these people that's supposed to be in these type of jackets right here, all the people supposed to be wearing these, all the people supposed to be wearing these right here, bro, they walking around. They threw this bitch. Yeah. Y'all telling me don't keep that fire. Y'all telling me to find a place to cry. Y'all motherfuckers trying to tell me how to
Classic.
die. Hey, no. I know what outside is. I know what outside is. I be trying to come on here every day and tell y'all what outside is. I keep getting met with vulnerability and all this other silly shit, man. No, militant.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Stoicism. What was that comment my dog said? Hold on, I should have put a star in that. Somebody cooked. They said your greatest something is to control your emotions. Hold on. Where we at? I can't find it. G, y'all going so crazy in the chat. Who said that about controlling your emotions? Where you at? Hold on. Where you at? Somebody help me out. Hold on, chat. Here you go. Omar. Oh, what up, O? O said, motherfuckers soft as hell and don't understand your strongest power is you can control is your emotions. If somebody is trying to make you feel something, you being controlled and manipulated. What up? Shout out Big O,
I'm
man.
only gonna do this once.
For sure, man. For sure. Yeah. Hey, Ye said he wild as hell. The nose rings are closed case. Yeah, come on, G. I'm judging, folks. Eugene said, hey, folks, he said, hey, we profile because it works. I said, damn. He said, yeah, man. 85% of the time, we're right. He said, with a car that you drive at your age, he said, car you drive at your age, you're bumping music, right? He said, you got the sounds in there. I'm like, yeah. He's like, what else you got going on? I said, I got some TV, some neon lights. He said, oh, yeah, we're going to pull you over. Car you drive at your age, bumping sounds, and you shouldn't be in that car. So what are you doing? 9 times out of 10, we pull over a guy like you, some narcotic in the car, maybe a weapon, you just happen to be clean, hardworking guy, but you're going to be inconvenienced as long as you're driving that car. Man, I had to go drive something else, man. I went and got me a Mitsubishi and get pulled over for 4 years in a row.
Classic.
Can't lie. Got rid of that whip, got a Mitsubishi, didn't get talked to by the police for 4 years straight. And when they finally did talk to me, it was to help me with something. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah. Incognito. What car in here do the 30-year-old white women buy? That one? I'll take 2 of those.
Classic.
Yeah. Work smarter, not harder. Y'all motherfuckers want to be cool. That shit come with inconveniences. Boy, I was riding clean. The hoes loved it, but the police did too. Oh God, I'm trying to give y'all free game. The police loved it, nigga. And then I wish International Ken was in the chat to tell y'all the truth about how much we was getting pulled over. I got pulled over like 4 times a week for nothing too. No tickets, just getting bent on. Yup. The nose rings are closed. Let's see. Wild as hell. O said, he said, oh, mama, folks asked one of them. Yeah. Nasty work. He had an eBay business. So my mom, he's selling skulls, throat meat, all type of shit. He said, right, people do weird stuff and dare to say something. Yep. Eugene said, I'm not assuming anything, but I know how one body smell. 100, damn, yeah. Ye said they gonna tell you he can still get into heaven if he repent though. Don't start, bro. Don't start. G Conversation with Soft Rain said, what was he selling on eBay? He was selling skulls, body parts, all type of shit. He was up, they found him. I'm gonna let the rest of it play. They caught him. He was up in Chicago selling a skull. He said, facts, I used to defend my own, but ended up wrong most of the time. Yep. Facts, the only real control anyone has is control of self. That's a fact. Eugene said, Kia, yep, stay out the way. Got to stay out the way. Let's go.
Cemetery and dig up a grave and steal the body and go and take it into your house. Do you know how many 100 bodies are? I don't think y'all really grasping the severity of this situation. Do you know how many more than 100 is? Have you ever been in a room with 100 people in your crib? It's a lot.
It's a lot.
100 people is a lot. It is a lot. It is a ton.
It's a ton.
Do you know what it had to smell like in there?
Oh my God.
That's crazy, bro. Honestly, this is demonic.
Look at him though.
Jonathan Gerlach. He was one of the first inside of Gerlach's Ephrata home when they discovered more than 100 human remains of people who have died decades, even centuries ago. Investigators and medical examiners were back at the property today. They say 8 more bodies were medical examiners were back at the
Is that an apartment complex?
property today. They say 8 more bodies were found at a nearby storage locker.
Let me tell you something, bro. That's my sign to quit.
Yeah, it's over with.
That's why I have so much respect for police officers, investigators. I have a lot of respect for people that do military work for the National Guard. I have so much respect for the people that do the shit that we don't want to do on a regular basis. I'm not built for that. It's certain jobs that I'm just not built for. I'm done. I'm out. I don't want to see it. Don't call me to the scene. I'm not interested in seeing what's going on. I'm out.
They were basically on display. There was some stuff in boxes, but most of the stuff was on display.
According to newly released affidavits, police say Gerlach used crowbars and screwdrivers to break into dozens of mausoleums and underground burial vaults on both the Yeadon and Philadelphia sides of the historic Mount Moriah Cemetery. You can actually see where some of the stones were moved and vaults burglarized. 2 corpses stolen from this grave, 7 sets of remains stolen from this family plot.
Yo, he had to have help though, and that's the wild part. I don't think y'all know how heavy them vault doors and shit is, and them slab stones that y'all see right there. Man, that shit heavy as shit. Even if you got a crowbar, G, you need help. So they call him, G, where the homies at? Come on, chat. It's still some wild boys running afoot.
Classic.
Nasty work. Now they got to shake him down and get some more information. It's no way he moving them slab stones by himself. And he moving bodies. Come on, fam. He jumping down there getting, come on, G. It's at least a 3-man operation, chat. That mean it's two more. Yeah, he's just one person. You think they said he had the corpses hanging from the ceiling in the crib, chat. That they had him hanging from the ceiling in the crib. He not putting them up there by himself. He looked like he about 170 pounds. He got some help, G. It's a team. They running a lucrative business, selling your ancestor skulls out the dirt. Come on, dog. This the world y'all telling us to cry. Yeah, cry. There's a safe space for you. Classic, soften up. No.
All of the remains were from those who died many years ago, but some as young as infants. Descendants of family members buried here are sickened.
It's yucky. I mean, anybody finding out, we think that, we're going to rest in peace and be okay there. And I mean, it's their landing space of their body, not their.
Yo, somebody said it. They said, this is why I like interacting with the chat. It's like what Walk on Wood says, what was he selling? No, who was he selling to? That's what, see, I think that the investigation needs to be a lot deeper than just him. Who are the people and where is he selling this shit at? Anybody that bought a body part, nigga, need to be arrested. Unless you're buying a fucking something to help you survive or something. And listen, man, I'm John Q. My son is about to die. I need to get a kidney on the black market or some shit like that. And I don't even think that makes sense. But just unless it's something like, yo, you John Q on some shit, who are the people that are buying body parts, bro?
They got a couple dollars. The people doing it got a couple dollars.
There's a fetish for dead body parts?
Yeah. They rich and bored. Yeah.
Yo, we live in a sick world. We live in the sickest world. We live in a sick world. Sick world.
No, kumbaya and shit. Let's talk, chat. This the world y'all told us to be vulnerable in right here. Yeah, I had to come live today. This the world y'all told me to be vulnerable in right here. Yeah. Ain't nothing to it. Right? It's Pleasantville. Tap into your divine feminine when it's appropriate and shit. Huh? And your neighbor got 600 dead bodies next door in the shed. Huh? Come on, chat. Stop playing with me, chat. Hey, look. Passport Skull said damn near daily Cuzzo wasn't the only one with you. No, facts. Yeah, Skull. Yeah, hey, Skull, you right. Hey, Skull, I forgot you was in the chat. Yeah, no, facts. Skull was right. We was riding clean, boy, pulling up to the bowling alley, having that shit. Eugene said, shit, I was young, black, and office in DC, VA, and NYC. Keep getting pulled over at gunpoint. Ooh, you survived them all. You bulletproof. At Passports Go said, or a little Ford Fusion. Yeah, you got to stay out the way. Get the stay out the way whip. No red. Don't get the red color. You know what I'm saying? They get pulled over more too. Miles Bassett said 100 bodies is literally a ton. Yeah, that's a ton. Conversations with Soft Rain said it was probably seeping through the walls. Oh yeah, they'd never get that smell out. And then think about it, they tear that house down and rebuild a new crib right there. Think about the spirits. Somebody gonna move in there none the wiser and wonder why the house creaking and it's brand new. Ye said this ninja ran out of room. Man, fuck no. Yeah, he ran out of space. I need the storage locker. Yeah. Be vulnerable, fellas. The funk. Passport Code said, and your neighbors didn't smell anything. I'll be damned. Yeah. Ye said, how nobody catch this ninja doing the work though? Come on, dog. Yeah, he was doing that shit at 2 a.m. Promise you. O said, no, to sound inhumane, not to sound inhumane, but if we really knew how big that business for stuff like that is, we'd think a lot different when we see certain people. Now, I think, I know how big the business is, and I think about it when I see them people myself. Oh yeah, you look like you snatch people up. That's why you gotta look people in their face when y'all outside. Men, if y'all don't do that, if y'all walk around with y'all heads down, don't do that. Especially when you walk past other men. When you in public and you walk past other men, look them in their face, just briefly, so they know that you have seen them. A criminal will pay attention to that type of thing. Okay, this person like gave me a 3-second stare. He could describe me if he needed to. Whatever you was planning, don't plan that shit over here. Stay hardcore, no Diddy. Yup. Conversation with Soft Rain. Wow-ish. Yup. Eugene Clemens said they still have black slaves in museums around the world. Eugene coming in with the facts, and they weren't killed there, so the agent didn't have to tell you about when you buy. That just hit different. The 2 + 2 is 4 on that shit is crazy. I'm going to read this again for y'all in the chat, and I'm not going to say the conclusion that I'm drawing, but if y'all with me, and if y'all with Eugene, do the math on this shit. We talking about this dude selling body parts on the black market, right? Eugene said, they still have black slaves in museums around the world. That's a fact. And they weren't killed there. So the agent didn't have to tell you about when you buy. So listen. Eugene said, don't forget that they are out there taking body parts and eating humans. Hey, listen, all alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment. The perspectives of the chat are their own, and mine are all alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment. Everything here is alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment. But yeah, man, it's a lot going on in the world that y'all don't want to acknowledge. A lot of people don't travel. They don't go across the world. They don't go to other countries. They don't see how desolate certain lands are. They don't see how I don't know the word for it, so I'll use a phrase, but the lack of technology in certain places in the world where there isn't surveillance all over the place and cameras everywhere and this, that. There's a lot of wild shit happening across the world. See, Americans be thinking America is the world. It's a lot of land and real estate in this world where shit is still very primitive, and a lot of stuff could go on without investigation even being a real feasible thing to catch somebody for doing it, or you can get away with it for long periods of time, or the lands are so impoverished that the police or the government officials who are supposed to be stopping this stuff are easily paid off with very small money. You know what I'm saying? In the grand scheme of things, like these things are like, okay, I'm gonna put it like this: just watch the movies. They show you everything in the movies. G. Ye said God can go ahead and hit the reset button on this. It's just over with. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. They can go ahead and flood this motherfucker out again. It's a wrap. Passport Skull said facts. Miles Bastard said the average person is Looney Tunes. Oh yeah. Eugene said shit, bro. Most of Flint still ain't got clean water. Yeah, and who's running to fix it? They just letting them folks just let it up. It's wild when you think about it, man. It really is. But this the world y'all told men to be vulnerable in. I think if anything, men need to lean towards being tougher, harsher, more stoic, more direct, more blunt. more honest and more militant, more disciplined, and be even greater leaders. I think we need to lean far into masculinity. We need to be hyper masculine for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Just to recalibrate some shit around here. You know what I'm saying? You got dudes out here right now trying to figure out which purse and nails combination they gonna do today.
Classic.
So, you know what I'm saying? So don't tell. So all that, yeah. Conversation with Soft Rain said exactly. The movies tell it all. Yeah. It's all there. But yeah, man. So I just wanted to bring y'all some perspectives today. That's my time for today because I got a couple other things I got to take care of before I bust a move. But normally I would carry the stream out a little bit longer, probably about 5:15. But for the people that's new here, man, hit the like button, turn on your hit the subscribe button, and turn on your notifications. I live stream all the time. If y'all go through my channel, y'all will see how much content I release on a regular basis. So you have a wealth of different things that we talk about. My channel is a sociology channel. So we talk about all things that are going on with us humans, you know what I'm saying? Society and everything like it. So yeah, relationships a lot, you know, we graze over politics, not for real. Look, religion, we got Sunday service on Sundays. We got a lot of stuff going on, man. So yeah, make sure that y'all subscribe, man. It's a good reason to, and it'll get you through your work days or whatever you got going on a regular basis. Also, I am 1/5 of the Raw Society Coalition. Here is the gang. I'm about to post these. I'm going to post the list of these channels to follow, and this is the full coalition. So subscribe to the Raw Society Coalition channel and all of these channels as well. Yeah, man. So make sure you snap a screenshot of that. Just rewind back, snap a screenshot of that. Subscribe to all those channels. You got the Tez Down. He streams in the morning. I come in the late afternoon, early evening. And then tonight you have the No Middleman panel streaming this evening at the Raw Society Coalition channel. So subscribe over there for that panel. I'm sure they're going to have some dope discussions this evening with Souls of Thought, Uncle Plug TV, and Conversations with Soft Rain. I think you saw 2 of them in the chat with y'all. They in there right now. They probably plug in. Make sure y'all plug y'all information, Soft Rain and Uncle Plug. But yeah, so you can catch the No Middleman panel tonight at about 8:30 Central Time on, again, the Raw Society Coalition channel. So make sure you stay tapped in. We got a live meetup coming up in the west suburbs of Chicago. We got a live meetup coming up and a full concert by myself, B-Class, and with the Classic Code. So we got a live meetup with a live podcast panel. Valentine's Day weekend, February 13th in the west suburbs of Chicago. So if you can get out there, you can come meet all of us in person, interact with us, and engage with us. We got some adult conversation. They got good food and drinks at the venue. Again, you get some live music by myself. You're going to have a dope DJ, some giveaways, raffles, all that. So it's going to be a vibe, man. It really is. And so if you're in the area, or if you can be in the area, if you got the means to put yourself in the area, tickets are already available. The information is scrolling across the bottom. The tickets are on Eventbrite. So if you, even if you Google it, Singles and Soulmates is the name of the event, and it's at the Q Bar in Darien, Illinois. Like I said, it's about 20 minutes outside of Chicago. So if you want to come spend your Valentine's Day weekend in the city, you can come catch our event on Friday and spend the rest of your weekend downtown, man, doing your thing. So for sure, we're doing big things on this side. If you just caught up with us, you caught up with the right team. I promise you that. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. But yeah, man, I got a brief promo video to show y'all the information for the show. And we gone for the day, man. If y'all don't do nothing else, make sure for me that y'all stick to the codes. We got another classic, man. Yeah.
I'ma win any type of way. That's a parlay you can take to them. I'm having that aura, I got that glow. They hate it worse when they know that you know. Walk in the room like I'm covered in gold. I used to suppress it, was about to implode. I used to suppress it, was about to explode. Sore thumb in the room, everywhere that I go. Black sheep for the fam, used to think something was wrong. Took a little time to realize I was chose. Took a little time to realize I was